And we're back to the surprises that unfold, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Oh, come on, you're back. I might as well just walk with you.
Yeah, why not?
What?
Shall we go then?
Yeah.
Where are you two off to?
Huh? We're just... You're always gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realize how weird it sounds explaining this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher.
Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it?
That's...
Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve McHunterson in club activities?
Exclamation mark! My mouth gapes.
I suppose there's nothing wrong with that.
Then let's go, McHunterson.
Ah! Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow, staring at her tight ass. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. The wall is way over here, and her forehead's way over here. Maybe it's that wall.
I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that?
Yuri.
I just... Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated.
I almost thought that said eradicated. I was like, what the fuck?
What's wrong with me?
No, Yuri.
What?
I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that.
McHunterson, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me?
Because you're fucking hot and I want to fuck
I
you.
can't take it.
Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away, but you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a fucking hurricane.
No.
That's how you lose trampolines.
Wouldn't you... Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that?
Why would I hate you? You're not Katrina. I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that?
Friend, you say?
Yuri lifts her head.
McHunterson, I really like being friends with you.
Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that.
I would like to be inside
but
of
I'm
you.
doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway.
Yeah. Shall we go?
Yeah.
What?
Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom.
Yuri gets confused and enters the wrong classroom because she's an 85-year-old man.
And I go in there with my dick out, ready to strike.
McHunterson, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah.
Yuri,
anything is fine.
Desk.
Very well.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees.
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do anything any less when I'm making tea for others.
Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything?
In that case, you'll be even more impressed.
I have no basis for it. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches that. Shut the fuck up! I'm speaking. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. And it turns out it's not very hard for me to do.
I'll do you hard.
I'm happy now. When it's you who's around, anyway.
Turning around. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much before I push into you.
Hey, you're always worrying about me, McHunterson. It's very endearing.
Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this.
What?
I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
McHunterson, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today?
Why is that?
It's a little bit easier on my back.
That sounds
my
totally not true at all. I feel like that's way worse for your back.
Actually,
I guess, against the wall. See, that's the thing.
I can leave my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
That makes sense.
Because that hurts my back.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize.
No worries. I have back pain fairly regularly due to my massive tits. So I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
Most likely because my massive tits.
Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that when you're reading.
Yes, I have terrible reading posture. And the fact that my dad whips me every day.
Oh my
So
god.
that's why we should sit on the floor.
Isn't your dad like 180 years old?
He's an old fucker.
Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's dark chocolate, which makes people horny. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position, like the same position we did last time. Each holding one half of the book and one half of my dick, except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other, almost one in another.
I can't see too well.
Ah! I don't even know what, like, am I scared? Like, ah!
I don't know what
Yuri
that's even called.
slides into me closer until our shoulders and our dicks are touching. Oh my god. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. My dick grows.
Your teacup?
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest.
Touch him!
Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume that the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. ...
That's called a Fred.
After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. No, sorry. I briefly let go of the book and finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
Oh, that's okay. I won't take any.
Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages, and the book is more precious than your life.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course.
Oh, this is a weird angle for us. Why is there dust falling? Yuri opens the book with both hands.
Well, you know, whenever you look in like a classroom, like
I
through
guess,
a classroom
it is
window,
somewhat
you
dusty.
see all the like particles.
She holds it
Makes
so
it
that I don't
very
have any
romantic.
harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips.
She simply pursed her lips.
This situation was completely natural, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Oh, that's hot as fuck right there. It's that tiny little piece of chocolate. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened.
McHunterson.
Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends with benefits do, right?
I mean, not really in this kind of context, but, I wish it was my dick. Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah. Then, you don't need to stop or anything.
I see.
Stick it in farther next time.
The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell by her expression that she cannot focus now. My heart is pounding. Ba-bum, ba-bum. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breasts. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth with no hand. I feel her hot breath on my fingers that aren't there.
Okay, everyone.
You fucking cocksucker! Ooh, Yuri jolts back.
It's time to share poems. McHunterson, you can help Yuri put away this tea stuff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks.
The spell is abruptly broken.
I'll take care of the cups.
Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. God damn it. Yuri?
Of course.
Wow,
Let's
she
see
got
what you've written for today.
Her expression changed so quickly. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
No! McHunterson! This one might even be better than yesterday's.
And it's not just because I was sucking on your chocolate a second ago.
How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows my cock. Even her hands appear sweaty as she rubs my cock.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know. It's fine.
No, that's me. It's fine. Take your time. It's amazing how we finish each other's sentences or start them. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah. Just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, like you, but seeing someone motivated by my
Alright, I'm
writing
leaving the club now. Bye!
makes me want to have so much sex.
Let's skip that.
It just makes me really horny.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods.
Yeah.
Really? I don't believe it.
I only really write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh.
No one else
Even
wants
your
to have
close
sex
friends?
with me.
I'm speaking, Yuri!
I'm
Shut the
too
fuck
fucking
up!
old for you.
Even your close friends?
Respect your fucking elders.
That's what that does for Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway,
I have no friends.
do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
You're all I got. Yeah, I do. If it's with you, babe.
The raccoon. Oh my god. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuffering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity.
I like raccoons.
The raccoon, an urge. The moon.
Raccoon?
The raccoon. The raccoon. The moon.
The raccoon.
Its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited.
I call it a cutting knife because it's not used for bread.
Perhaps I'm merely
It's used
projecting
for
my
meat.
emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush
Oh
of
shit.
blood. Classic Pavlovian?
Pavlovian.
Pavlovian conditioning. Ah, right, Pavlov's dogs, right.
Yeah.
I slice the bread, and I feel
Holy
myself.
shit, I might have actually been right.
I think she does. I think the raccoon is her conscious.
Holy
sounds like-
shit. Holy shit.
Well, you are Yuri, so...
Yeah, I was totally joking. Oh
what time is it?
It's time for a new episode.
Okay.